Welcome back to Blacktide TV, bringing you the best of Call of Duty Black Ops 3 content Monday to Friday. Today, we're getting back into Golden Weapon reviews with a weapon that I've been absolutely dreading. I was trying to think of a way to make this video without offending everybody, just because there's so many of you guys, a lot of my subscribers and a lot of the viewers that are going to watch this video that really like the P06 sniper rifle, and I was kind of hesitant to talk a lot of shit about it because I do not like the sniper rifle. I don't think it is as competitive as any of the other snipers in this game. I think it's a strange kind of weapon. It should be more of an assault rifle or an LMG kind of weapon and not really a sniper rifle just because of its attributes and stuff. So I was trying to find the best way to actually make this video, make it make sense, and make it so that I'm not offending everybody and I'm actually providing some useful commentary on this weapon and not just talking a lot of shit. So we're going to get into this video on the P06. The P06 is unlike any other weapon in the Call of Duty franchise. It is a charged 3-round burst sniper rifle. It's absolutely ridiculous. It's nothing like we've ever seen before in the Call of Duty series. It's just crazy. It's absolutely insane. Who would have thought that there could be even a charged sniper rifle to begin with, and now we have a charged 3-round burst sniper rifle. This is why I think it should be more of like an assault rifle kind of weapon, or maybe even more of like a marksman rifle, not really a sniper rifle. Generally, when you think sniper rifle, you think like bolt action, one and done. You shoot them with one bullet and you get them and you're good. Whereas this weapon is a 3-round burst. It's a little more different. So the 3-round burst P06 technically has the highest damage and fire rate just because of that 3-round burst, but realistically, these two accolades belong to the SVG and Drakon respectively. The P06, however, is without a doubt the best sniper rifle in this game for hip firing at enemies, just in case you're in a panic and there's an enemy that shows up right in front of you. This is the best sniper rifle in the game for hip firing them because you can put down so many really powerful shots really quick. It's really great for wall banging enemies because as long as you know where the enemy is, you can shoot down and you can kind of move your reticle when you're aiming through the wall just slightly and try and shoot 3 bullets in kind of a spread instead of firing 1 bullet at a time through the wall trying to get an enemy. And it's also the best for hard scoping or camping at the back of the map and actually just blocking off a lane, which we're going to talk about when we get into recommended use for this weapon. But furthermore, the P06 is just a great weapon if you know how to use it. If you don't have any skill with the P06, if you expect to pick up the P06 and be a god with it the first time you ever play with it, you're going to really let yourself down because the P06 is a weapon that is only really good once you develop a knack for timing the charge, and that's when it gets really, really lethal. When you know perfectly when to time the charge to start the charge and fire, or you know how to perfectly start the charge and then start moving the aim so that you can hit an enemy after the charge is done, or in between the charge you can hit 2 enemies at once. That's how you can really be professional with this weapon. You got to use it a lot and you got to get really used to it. If you're going to kind of switch back and forth between the P06 and other sniper rifles, you're going to have a rough time because other sniper rifles are nothing like the P06 at all. Two completely different weapons. Being a proficient quickscoper since the origins of Call of Duty, I find the P06 to be massively overwhelmed by any of the other sniper rifles in Black Ops 3. In my opinion, the snipers have to be quick on the draw, quick to fire, and quick to flee. The P06 falls short on the quick to fire spot. Like I said before, you need to really be good at timing that burst and timing that charge so you can hit enemies. And when you're engaging other really, really quick kind of enemies either at close range or you're engaging really, really quick snipers at long range, you're going to be at a severe disadvantage with this weapon just because anything else can instantly drop enemies very, very, very quickly, especially those sniper rifles like the Locust or the SVG. By the time this weapon is still charging, you could be dead. If you're engaging a Locust user that's very, very accurate, they could drop you like that and you'll still be charging. You'll be like, and you'll die. You won't even get that 3-round burst off. If you actually die while this weapon is charging, the 3-round burst won't fire as you die. It'll just magically dissipate into the universe or something, and the 3-round burst just will not fire. So you really have to be quick on the draw. You really need to know how to use this weapon, which puts it at a severe disadvantage just because other sniper rifles in this game can just be can just be instantly lethal. They don't have to require any kind of skill apart from aim, whereas this weapon really requires the skill of timing and all of that jazz. So it can be significantly overwhelmed by the other sniper rifles. On top of that, it can be overwhelmed by other close range weapons in the game, such as the XO2, Vesper, M8A7, Pharaoh. All these weapons, if you're in close quarters, they will drop you before the charge is done. Sure, you could argue that the charge is only like a half a second to a second long, but a half a second is all it takes in Call of Duty to die. You really need to be on the ball when you're using this weapon. If you know there's an enemy outside that door, you charge the gun as you step outside the door. You can't step outside the door and then charge it, or you will die. So you really have to be prepared in using this weapon correctly. I'm actually pretty surprised Treyarch didn't go with a charge and hold kind of sniper rifle instead of a charged auto fire sniper rifle that this is. This weapon, if you've noticed, if you've actually played with this weapon, you can't hold that charge. You pull the trigger and it will charge and fire the second that charge is done, which can make it really poor in engaging longer range enemies or waiting for somebody to pop in and out. If there's somebody off in the distance trying to jump shot you or something, they're jumping out from behind cover, it can be kind of tricky to time that shot. Whereas if they had gone with a charge and hold route, you could have just been able to hold the charge, like charge up, and then just sit there and wait for the guy to jump up. When he jumps up, you release the trigger, and it will go and kill him. That would have been the best way that I could see them making this sniper rifle, and I'm extremely surprised that they didn't do that. I thought they would definitely have done that. When I first started using this weapon, when I read the description of charged 3-round burst sniper rifle, I was trying to hold the charge on, and it doesn't hold on. It just fires the second the charge is ready, which is another thing that puts this weapon at a disadvantage. You can't do things like jump shotting. You can't do things like popping in and out behind cover and engaging enemies. You really have to time your shot. You got to time it as you're stepping out. You can't step out and then shoot it. It's a weird weapon to use. It's really difficult. I've said it a couple times already. You just got to use this weapon like crazy until you're good enough to actually time your shots perfectly, and then this weapon gets good. So it's a really, really steep learning curve, but once you get up to that that high point on that learning curve, then you're just like, you're really good. You're ready to go, and you're just gonna be amazing with the sniper rifle. So as far as recommended use goes for the sniper rifle, you're going to have to camp your little heart out. I think this is one of the best weapons. It performs the best in campy situations when you're actually prepared for enemies to arrive into your area. So basically hunker down in a fortified area, preferably overlooking an objective or blocking a lane of the map. If you don't know, Treyarch maps actually have 3 lanes in them. So if you can find a smaller, shorter, slimmer lane that you can just lie down at the end of the lane and just block off the enemies from getting down that lane, that's when you're going to have the best time with the sniper rifle. It's absolutely a camping sniper rifle. It is not meant for running around. Running gunning with the sniper rifle is not the way to go. So what you want to do is just aim down sights, wait for enemies to show up in the area that you know that they're going to come from. So basically block off a lane, block off an objective, get ready where you know they're going to come from, pay attention to your spawns, and basically just sit there, camp it out, and shoot the enemies when they come through that door, or when they come down that lane, kind of like what I'm doing in the gameplay right now. I know that there's enemies going to be coming down those 2 lanes, so I'm kind of blocking them off. I'm kind of waiting for enemies to show up. You're going to want to use flak jacket and tactical mask to protect yourself from enemy equipment, because when people try and get down those lanes and they can't get down them, they're going to keep trying, you're going to keep killing them. Eventually they're going to get fed up, they're going to start throwing grenades and shit at you, and flak jacket and tactical mask, though I'm not using them in this gameplay, can be very effective at blocking off the enemy equipment. You'll also want to use equipment of your own. Trip mine, C4, shock charges. You can protect your back, protect other lanes while you're protecting one. Depends on your sort of playstyle. UAV, Guardian, and Sentry Gun are actually great score streaks that will help you with this. UAV to know where your enemies are coming from. Guardian and Sentry can help you to block off those lanes or block your back as well. And finally, let's talk attachments for the P-06 itself. The P-06 Agency, cleverly named for the word agency, clearly written on the side of the gun, shown in this gameplay, uses the ELO sight, suppressor, extended mags, and rapid fire. I use ELO because I like to think of the P-06 as some sort of an assault rifle LMG hybrid rather than a sniper rifle. So the ELO allows for better situational awareness. I can see all of the areas around me. I'm not focused in on one central spot on the map. That being said, the standard optic for the P06 is actually very good because it has an animation that it actually changes colors and it moves with your charge, so you know when your charge is ready. So the default sight could be very effective with the sniper rifle as well. I use suppressor because it has no negative effect on sniper rifles. Suppressor is basically a must-have when it comes to sniper rifles in this game. I use extended mag so I can get more than 5 bursts in a single clip, making me much more effective at engaging enemies. If I'm missing a lot of shots, I can engage them more. I can keep my fire right on them and keep them pressured. Last but not least, I use rapid fire. I'm not sure if rapid fire speeds up the charge, if it speeds up the burst delay, if it speeds up the burst itself, but regardless, it's always going to be a good option if you're firing a 3-round burst to use a rapid fire anyways. Who cares what part of the fire rate speeds up? As long as it's speeding something up, I don't care. I'm using rapid fire. Last but not least, I would recommend close range specialists like Ripper and Heatwave. Thanks a lot for watching this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you learned something useful, hit that like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel. If you're looking for some awesome gaming glasses, check out No Scope Gaming Glasses. I have a link down in the description. Follow me on Twitter at BlackTideTV and head over there to vote on the next Golden Weapon review. Thanks a lot for watching this video. Tomorrow we'll be looking at a new First Look camo. Thanks a lot for watching. Once again, guys, I think I've already said that 3 times, but I'll see you guys tomorrow.